We've worked through how to take our micrologics PLC and read and write to our compact guard logics or control logics PLC. And we've looked at how to take and read and write from our compact logic to our micrologic PLC. Now, there's one other step, and I don't get too big into hardcore rules of programming, but should you do read messages? Should you do write messages? And it doesn't matter, or does it matter? And it can matter, and sometimes you have no choice. So let's talk about the pro and con to a read versus a write message and why so many people get upset, mainly when you use the write message. So in our previous video, and we're probably just going to stick on the Studio 5000 one in this case, is we had this video on micrologics messaging. And we created a read and a write message. Now, if we go and look over here, our cross-reference report is completely empty on what is going on. So what a lot of people will tell you is you should always use read messages. So why do they say that? Let's talk through the read versus the write. So I have a write message here. And if I go here, I see that my source element is data to micrologics, and I'm putting it at L22/10. Now, if I go over here at L22/10, then there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 in it. So the complaint that people will have is if I go down here and I put in 5555, mysteriously there's a 5555 landing here, but when I cross-reference it, nothing's happening. Now, we also have the read message that we did. So in this case, we're reading L22 data from micrologics. So we'll flip it around. If we go to data from micrologics 0, it has a 1, 2, 3 in it right now. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put in a 77777 number. And we wonder, well, why is that number changing? This time when we right-click and cross-reference it, we are going to have a destructive bit. And this is why people tell you only do read messages. Now, I still got a caveat to that hard rule, but now I could double-click on this. I could think through the dialog box, and I could be like, okay, this is a read-type message. Data from micrologics brought me here. My source, which is in the other PLC, is L22:0. Where is my other PLC? I could go to the communications and find out it's 192.168.20.43, and that would lead me to this PLC, and that would get me to L22:0. So that's why a lot of people say don't use write messages. Now, here's the caveat to it, and here's why we're actually getting ready to do some really cool videos on how we can dig into some of the information on a more advanced Ethernet switch instead of just a basic unmanaged switch. Is what if this PLC is just not capable of talking to this PLC, but this PLC was capable of talking to this one? There are many situations we just have to do the read and the write messages. And when you see that write message, it's going to look like somebody is just lobbing a value into it, and there's going to be no way to trace it out, except with some other networking videos that we definitely need to talk about. So go ahead and check out these videos right here. They include the messaging videos where we learned how to do it from both sides. And yeah, let's see if we can start talking through some more advanced networking items.